Rolling into 2026 has been challenging. I've been trying to juggle work, find time to make videos, and I haven't posted in a while, so let's start off with something a little on the simpler side. Over Christmas, I bought myself a Mimic. This is definitely not a Lego set, but it looks fun nonetheless. So let's get into this. But first, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm assuming since you clicked on this video, you know what a Mimic is. Or maybe you just thought the thumbnail looked interesting. But for those who don't, a Mimic is a fictional shape-shifting monster that disguises itself as inanimate objects, most commonly seen as a wooden chest. They were originally introduced in the first edition of Dungeons & Dragons. Mimics have been used in many different types of media, including anime, role-playing games, mangas, and video games, most notably Dark Souls. That's where I encountered them. About to get some good loot? Think again. Not a fight for the faint of heart, unless you have a Lloyd's talisman. As you can see, I started off this build real strong, by losing a piece. It just vanished. It popped off and went sailing. I spent almost 30 minutes looking for it. I moved every piece of furniture that I could. It's gone. It just vanished. I'm sure I'll find it somewhere at some point in time. I do appreciate them adding some visual interest inside the chest by adding gold bars and gem pieces at the bottom. I thought that was a nice touch. The one downfall to this kit is there's no numbered bags like you would get with Lego. It's just dump everything and go. Even if the bags were numbered, you end up jumping around needing pieces from each bag as you go. This kit does have a lot of small single pieces, so if that's not your thing, you've been warned. The instructions can be a little confusing at times. I've built my fair share of Lego, and I've never felt that way, even with the most complicated builds. That being said, don't let that deter you. Just pay attention and you'll be good. One other thing that I found that was weird was how these pieces were designed and come together. Things like using 3 different size pieces to create one larger piece, where Lego just would have given you the larger piece to put everything onto. I would really like to see what Lego would do with a set like this, even though it would cost 3 to 4 times what I paid for this. From here on out, it's a pretty straightforward build, except when you're searching for pieces in all these piles. Later in the build, I started pulling similar pieces together to make it easier on myself. Should have probably done that from the start. I got to a point in the build where I needed that piece. It was the hinge for the top of the chest. The only choice I had was to pull a similar piece from the bottom, but on the back so no one would see it. I'm going to stop talking for a minute, let you watch the rest of this build, and I'll see you in the turnarounds. This was a pretty decent build. It only took me about an hour and a half, 2 if you're adding the time that I spent looking for that lost piece. As I was editing this and watching the footage back, I noticed the trajectory of that piece that went missing. and it went totally in a different place than I thought it went to. Turns out, it was right above where I was working, hiding behind something. I moved all that furniture for nothing. The good thing is, now I have all the pieces, and I was able to film some new turnarounds. I normally wouldn't suggest this, and I've never done it in the past, but it wouldn't be a terrible idea to use some super glue on this. It holds together fine, but you can see some movement in the pieces that could warrant it. While going up to film new turnarounds, I dropped the top of it on the floor and teeth went skittering everywhere. Again, I wouldn't normally do it, but I thought about it. Some of the pieces here and there were a little finicky, especially the teeth, just trying to sit them all in place. They were also a little sharp. But all in all, this has pretty great shelf presence. Another good thing about this build is if you don't want the tongue and you just want a box with teeth, the tongue comes out, it's just a ball and socket joint. I do appreciate that feature. All in all, I really like this and can't wait to put it on my shelf. If you enjoy mimics, D&D, Dark Souls, or even just have a spot for a creepy box with teeth, you might enjoy this kit. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.